Hello everybody, and welcome to the Harrison County Library System's online computer classes. This is an updated version of our Hoopla Digital and More class. What this class will teach you about is all the free e-services that the Harrison County Library System provides. My name is Jeff Conwell, and I work up here at the Orange Grove Public Library. If you ever have any questions, please drop me a line at g.conwell@harrison.lib.ms.us. So let's begin. Hoopla Digital and More. When you go to the library's website, you're going to see these features. We're talking about the electronic services. Hoopla Digital is one of them. The AG, which is the Verso, is our online card catalog, which you can access. Magnolia, which is a magazine and online academic journal database. You got Universal Class, over 700 classes you can take, totally free with the library card. Learning Express Library, which is a standardized practice test for you. Canopy, which is newer, that is a movie database. And Rocket Languages. We also have a couple more, which we'll talk about at the end of the presentation. But let's get started with Hoopla Digital. Hoopla Digital. What you get with Hoopla is over 1 million titles across multiple formats, meaning audio, movies, books, and music, and includes over 8,000 movies, over 12,000 TV shows, including complete series, over 250,000 music titles, over 4,500 comics and graphic novels, audiobooks. You got 20,000 downloadable audiobooks, and ebooks, which are over 60,000 adults and kids ebooks that you would read using your device. The types of borrows that you get with Hoopla are included what they call instant access or instant borrows. And those you're limited to 4 titles per month. It's instantaneous, there's no waiting for it. And then it's also got, Hoopla has what's called flex titles, and these are newer in-demand titles and authors. They can only be checked out by one patron at a time, so you can place a hold on them just like you would a physical item here at the library. There's no monthly limit for flex titles, but you can only get 4 checked out at any given time. If a flex title is checked out, what you do is place a hold on it, and when it becomes available, the Hoopla app will notify you by email that it's ready for you to access. And you have 48 hours to check the item out. If you miss that 48-hour window, you will be removed from the hold list and have to go back to the end of the line. And Hoopla occasionally offers what's called binge passes. A binge pass is a type of instant borrow that gives you unlimited access to entire streaming collections for 7 days with a single borrow. It's a great way to explore online content, and there's a lot of it. These include Hoopla magazines, Curiosity Stream, Great Courses, Kids Vids, Hellosaurus, Highlights Collection, Read Along to Learn, and Kids Books in Action. And this is what the Hoopla magazine looks like. They've got several, not just social magazines, but things like the mechanics magazines, science magazines, all kind of stuff out there. Political magazines included too. You've got the Curiosity Stream, which is like an educational video series. Same goes for the Great Courses. And they've got the binge passes for children, which we just saw. A lot of those type of magazines that you would have read in the doctor's office as a kid, maybe. And by the way, the children, as long as they are 5 and up, can get their own library card, and you can create a Hoopla account for them as well. They would have to have, of course, their own email address that you set up for them. The steps to using Hoopla. If you have a mobile device like a smartphone or an iPhone, you go to iTunes or the Google Play or another app store. you download the app, or alternatively, you can go directly online to hoopladigital.com. You're going to get started and create an account with an email and a password that you're going to be asked whether or not, what library system you're a part of. You just tell them Harrison County Library System, and then you'll be asked for your library card number and your PIN. We assign you the library card numbers, and you give us a PIN, but if you don't know what your PIN is, it can be a password too, but anything between 4 and 16 characters that you can easily remember. But if you've forgotten it or want to reset it, just call us up and we can help you get it all fixed up. The thing is, your library card has to be in good standing in order to use Hoopla. If your library card is expired, you've got to renew it once a year, it won't work. Or if you have a fine on your library card that's $5 or greater. And once you borrow a title, you get the videos for 72 hours. And it works across multiple browsers, multiple devices. You might have a little problem with the Kindle Fire, but it's pretty much accessible across everything that you own. And what I love about it is that it remembers where you left off at when you're looking at a book or something. Our card catalog computer, Verso, what you will need to do is you can go to the library's website. If you get out your library card and you see where it says harrison.lib.ms.us, you just go there online. We don't have our own app, but you're going to click where my account is, and then you're going to input your library card number and your PIN. Remember, when you put in your library card number, there's no spaces when entering your card number, not for any of the apps, any of the e-services. It's all the cards start out with 2383800 and then followed by 7 more numbers. So no spaces and your PIN. And this is what it looks like on the website, our home page right there. You click My Account, you log in, input your information, and then once you're logged in, you can go to the card catalog and you enter the title of a book or a movie that you want, and you just click Request the item. In 1 to 2 days, you'll get a notification from us by email or a phone call telling you that your item's in and ready for checking out. Unless otherwise requested, all items are sent automatically to your home library's location, which is where you signed up for. And what you hear, you're searching the card catalog. You got another search link right there. And by the way, just to let you know, the catalog's not always right. You can't always find the books that they say that we have in the catalog, but usually it's where you can get it. If you, some tips on searching the catalog, if you don't know what the movie title is exactly, try using an actor's name, like John Wayne. He played in a bunch of westerns, but you might not know the exact name. But you can see by entering John Wayne, all the stuff that we have, and even if there's stuff with Hoopla too, their card catalog's integrated into our card catalog so that it will bring you to their website, but everything is just right out there for you to find. And if you don't know the exact title of a book, just try typing out the description of the book's storyline on the internet and see what comes up. For example, a Western novel that takes place during the time of the Alamo. While still on the internet, you can search by images to see if you can find the book's cover. Most people know books by their covers. And on our card catalog, you can also click on the gallery view icon, which is, it looks right there. This is called the list view, so you'll see where everything is at and everything. And notice here, it says ebook. That's a Hoopla book. And it'll tell you the location of if it's in a physical item out. But if you want to see a bunch of different, what's called thumbnail images, so you get more information, visual information at once, click the gallery, the gallery view right there. That's the gallery view, so you see more at once. Okay, and notice right again, you've got your ebook from Hoopla. Hoopla and your library item right there that's in one of our branch libraries. And to request it, once you've clicked on a title, you just tap that button there that says request the item. And when you go into your account up here where it says my account, your account, you're going to look for it says hold. It will tell you that it's on hold, or it might say in the holds that it's in transit, meaning it's on its way, or if it's on the hold shelf. And just as a note, we hold items for patrons for a whole week, and if you still hadn't come and got it, we just send it back. There's never any charge for it, okay? And I will make mention that if you can't find the item in the catalog, either from Hoopla or from the libraries themselves, we can do what's called an interlibrary loan. And that's an item out from another library system altogether. As a rule of thumb, it takes 6 to 8 weeks to get, and once we get it for you, you have it for a whole month, but there's never ever any renewal for it. And we haven't even mentioned the renewals yet. Coming up, renewals, you can just simply give us a phone call for any of the branches and they can renew it, even if it's not your home branch. Or you can go online and renew it yourself. You just click renew the item. You get one renewal for the videos. The videos are for a week. You get 4 times for everything else. And the only times that doesn't happen is if it's the only item out in the system and somebody else has requested it, or if you have a $5 or more fine, or if your library card will expire before the item's due date. But everything will automatically get renewed unless the cases above apply. Remember, 1 time for movies and 4 times for everything else. And when you see your items out, all you gotta do is online is tap the button renew and renew. See, I can't renew this book right here that's due very soon because it says I've already renewed it 4 times. Magnolia is the Mississippi Alliance for Gaining New Opportunities through Library Information Access. And what it means, it is a online academic journal database search that you can use for research. How you get there, you go to the library's website at harrison.lib.ms.us, and under e-services, you click where it says Magnolia. Then you just click Harrison County Library System, right there. And when you get there, it's going to say search databases, and then you're going to be asked whether or not you're 18 or over or under. And if you call the library, you will be asked if you're over 18, and only then will you be given the code, okay? You just got to make sure that you tap one of those radio buttons. I'm under 18 or I'm over 18, and you're going to type out MAGN, and then there's a 4 digits after that. Just like I said, give us a call, and we'll ask you that question if you're 18 or under or over, and you'll get the code. About Magnolia, what it does, it's a huge database of different kinds. You can look up magazine articles, book descriptions, scholarly items that you can use for research. If you're looking up stuff for diabetes, look it up. I'm using Magnolia. All you have to do is know that every time you change your search terms, you'll get even more info. The key is to click where it says full text to get more than a brief description or abstract of the desired article you're looking for. And just as a note, this is old school, y'all. This is called a Boolean search. And a Boolean search will narrow your search immensely. And this was before the Google came up with its algorithm. Now it's mostly done with AI, and I'm not really happy with it. But if you want to go old school, just type puppy in quotes and kitten in quotes, and either put and or not. And you'll find if you put and, both terms, if you put or, you'll find either term, and if you put not puppy, not kitten, you'll just get stuff about puppies. So anyway, And when you click the article, like here's me doing a Boolean search for Alamo and John Wayne, and when you click the full text and then hit search, you're going to get this. And when you say full text, when you click on the actual article, by the way, this is a filter where you can choose from what time period it is. Either the default is all time, or you can say the past 10 years, 12 months, whatever. And then the source type, which is you know it was in a magazine, you're looking for newspapers, you can just hit apply, and it will narrow the search down even further. And then once you get the article, you're going to get, you search for full text, and you're given these options. It's going to be a PDF, which is a downloadable file, or it's going to be an online full text that you would have to be connected to the internet to see. If it's a downloadable PDF, then you just download it and you can look at it even without being connected to the internet. And then once you do with what you find, you can save it to a Magnolia account that you create with an email and a password. You can cite it in any number of formats. If you're doing research, writing a paper or writing a book, and you want to give your sources, more a reference type thing, you're just going to put in what style you want, and it'll do it for you. You copy and paste it into whatever document you're using to create your document, like at the end of a term paper, and you want to put your resources, your references. And then you can add it to a project, make a shopping cart full of files relating to what you're looking for to look at it later. And you can share it to Google Drive or OneDrive, or create a link and then email the link to yourself. So when you click on the article, you click on these icons up there right here, and the first one will say to save it. And like I said, you would click on My EBSCO and create an account. Then you can cite it, and you copy and paste the citation terms, whatever, ALA, ABA, Turabian, whatever. And then you can save it to a project, add it to a project, and then you can share it to your email or to create a link, or you can just simply download it if it's a PDF. And when you do hit the download button, it will give you that option to create a link too. And another thing is, Magnolia, besides just academic research and stuff, they've got all kind of different databases, but one of them for librarians that we love to show to people is called Novel List. And what it is, it's for, you're trying to find something similar to a series that you read that you just love, like Jane Owl's Clan of the Cave Bear. She would take 10 years between the books, or 5 years at least, and then she died. So you want to find something like her stuff, you can go to Novel List and do just that. They've got, when you click on the website, like there's Clan of the Cave Bear there, you want to find a series that's like that. So you pull up the Clan of the Cave Bear, and below the entry you see where it says title read-alikes, author read-alikes, and series read-alikes. And it'll give you a slew of different authors and titles depending on what you're looking for. You just take a piece of notepaper and write down the titles of everything, the author's names, and then go online to our card catalog and look and see if we or Hoopla has it. And that's all you got to do with that. Another great e-service that the Harrison County Library System provides, it's called Universal Class. And I absolutely love it. It is it's a database that's got, you can log into and take over, it's got actually over 700 classes now, and you can roll up to 5 classes at a time. You can do it whenever you want to, 24/7 access to it. And if you do it for accreditation, like you want to get certified in it, you can do this, and it's totally free. You get a teacher, an actual instructor that comes with it that you can email questions. You will, however, have to do the homework and take tests in order to get certified. It gives you opportunities to connect with other students, to get an authentic classroom experience. And while it doesn't transfer over to college, it does give you a certification from the International Association for Continuing Education Training that offers continuing education units. You can put this on your resume, and it looks mighty impressive. And like I said, for me, I tell the students in my classes, I'm certifiable. I'm not certified. I'm not a certified instructor. But what this does give you that I really don't so much is give you structure that you can study any number of things from dog psychology to accounting. During the COVID, I actually took an Excel class, and I tell everybody, if it can get my art mind around an Excel spreadsheet, it can do anything for anybody. So please, please, please try to access and use this website. It will benefit you very greatly. And all you got to do is go to get out your library card and go to the library's website at harrison.lib.ms.us, click e-services, go to universal class, and if you're a first-time user, this is where you're going to say, enter your library card number and your PIN. And you don't have to put your PIN for universal class, but you create an account with an email and a password. So just click register now, and if you're already registered, just click sign in. And you can scroll down there, and you can also browse the classes or up at the top there and see what's available. Another great website that we have that we subscribe to is called the Learning Express Library. And what it gives you is, you have practice tests for all these standardized tests like the GRE, GED, MCAT, government jobs, everything else. And you can take these tests as often as you want. The tests are given in real time, so you get a real life practice for actually taking the test. The tests, many of them are graded so that you can focus on what you need to study so that you can ace the test. And like I said, you can take the test as often as you want. And if you're doing poorly in the subject, they also have remedial things to beef up your English or your math skills or your science skills, whatever. So you just go to the library's website and you click Learning Express under e-services, and just, if you're a first-time user, enter your name, email, and create a password. So you hit sign in or register, and you can once you're signed in, just click in the search box and type what you're looking for. You see right here how they break down the different areas. You got career preparation, say you want to change your career, you need to bone up on your English skills, do that there, or math, a high school equivalency center. There's no shame if you haven't ever had a high school diploma, but it's great that you wanted to get a GED, and this will help you do that. Get practice tests taking the GED. There are college tests, the ACT, the SAT, the PS, all of them, whatever an acronym you want to come up with, kind of tests that you want to take. For graduate school too. And then for underage children, like for junior high, they've got the school center where you can, get resources for classroom and homework. And then for college students, help for them. And then adult core skills. And then if you know anybody who speaks Spanish, who wants to learn English better, they can do that. They take the Recursos para Inglés, I forget the full thing of it, but trust me, it's really good, okay? We got Canopy is a newer database. We've had it longer than not as long as we've had Hoopla, but what a Canopy is, it's a movie database. And it's got a lot of art house movies, I find. This is what the website looks like if you click on it from the library's website. You just click on Harrison County Library System and then add your library card. And then you're gonna, if you go online, if you just look up Canopy by itself without going to the library's website, that's what that looks like. You just click Find Your Library, and then just let the location be on for your device, and then it says Harrison County Library System. You click that, and then you can create an account with an email and a password. And then once you do that, this is me logged in, and you just search at the top of what you're looking for, and they break it down by different genres. You may be familiar with this kind of database from any of your streaming services that you might be subscribed to. And the way it works with Canopy is you get 6 tickets total per calendar month with the Harrison County Library System. A regular movie counts as 2 tickets. A major studio ticket will count as 4 tickets. And that's including an older movie too. I found that out yesterday. Canopy Kids is not included. They do have kids offerings there, but they don't have they're not included in the ticket system. The shorts, they're single titles at the running time of 30 minutes or less, or 1 ticket. And then they'll have occasional bingeable episodic content, like the great courses that was offered from Hoopla. They have that too, and others. But you can check it out and see what you like to watch. And you can even push it from your phone to your TV if you know what mirroring's all about. If not, just drop me a line. I'll tell you all about it. We subscribe to a thing called the Rocket Languages, and personally this is one of my favorite things because I have a degree in German and I collect foreign languages like people do postage stamps. And if you ever want to learn a foreign language, let me tell you, brother or sister, this is great. What you do is you click in New User, if you're a new user, with your library card number and you don't have to do your PIN. And then if you're a returning user, you log in. And then once you're logged in, you want to make sure, once you've chosen your language, that you give yourself a place and time for interactive study. It's totally self-paced. You must allow access to your device's microphone, because what you're going to do is, just like if you ever took a foreign language class, you say the word, the teacher says the word, and you repeat what they say. And what the Rocket Languages will do, it will give you a little grading on how you're pronouncing your words, and you can find it very easy and very fun to do this. But if you're doing with an Apple device, you've got to use the Safari browser to allow the Rocket Languages to be working on that, because they don't have their own app, I don't think. Anyway, this is what the website looks like, and they got them broken down in different modules. What you do is you listen to a conversation, and then you're given the vocabulary, and then you say the vocabulary, and then you can get put into the vocabulary by choosing a role. And the scenes that they have, the modules, are very, very practical and good conversation, stuff that you would actually hear. And then you can learn about the language and the culture and even the writing. So it's very, very, very good and awesome. And you just really, if you want to do it, please feel free. And it's totally free. It's all free from the Harrison County Library System. With the staff over there in our Biloxi Public Library is got our local history and genealogy archive, and this department that we have is awesome. The staff over there, EW and all them, have worked really hard at digitizing this collection that's been amassed for probably 40 or more years. We had a librarian named Morella Powell who started collecting stuff from the coast, and it ended up being that the other branches brought a lot of their stuff over there too. And what's happened is, since, with the internet and everything, and especially since Hurricane Katrina took away a lot of the stuff, we were able to save a lot of stuff thanks to the staff up there in places like Chicago that came down here after Hurricane Katrina. They were able to preserve much of the collection, And after that, when everything started getting in a really good space for it, they started digitizing the collection, and you can access this through our website online and look at what we've got. And what we've got is the collections include Gulf Coast promotional publications, yearbooks, Gulf Coast hospitality, local history, finding aids and indexes, organization and club promotions, roads and streets, arts and music, and scrapbooks. And I do believe also they've got their contact info. If not, you go into branch locations. You can call them up or give them a email telling them, or a phone call asking them what your question is. They're very, very good about responding. If you go to the library's website, another thing we have is driving tests. And those are you can take practice tests. Doesn't count for getting your driver's license, but it does count like the Learning Express Library does on helping you get your mind around what you got to know when you take the test by giving you practice tests. And then we have, of course, a Mississippi Facts page, because everybody wants to know about our wonderful hospitality state, right, y'all? And then we also have a database under e-services that's called the News Bank, which is access to many different newspapers, but you're not going to get like, it looks like in a microfiche. You'll get like the basic essence of a lot of things, but work it until you find it. That's what I tell everybody. And if you go over to our local history and genealogy department, they actually have microfilm and microfiche of local newspapers. And I think maybe the Times Picayune too, but just give them a call up and see what they have. They'll be more than happy to help you out. But Newsbank is also a great resource for looking up newspaper articles and stuff. Then finally we have a Ask the Librarian, which is you just click that link there that says reflive@harrison.lib.ms.us, and we can send you we'll reply back to you, telling you what we can find out for you or cannot, and refer you to where we can. And you notice there's a hyperlink down below where it says genealogy inquiries should be directed to local history and genealogy department. You follow that link, you go to where you need to email the people with the email address there. And of course, if you click contact us, that little chat box down there in the corner right of the screen, you get that, you put in your first name and your email, type in your question, send us an email, and we'll get back with you as soon as possible. So, if you got any questions, my name is Jeff Conwell. Just drop me a line at g.conwell@harrison.lib.ms.us, and I'll get back with you as soon as possible. Thank y'all so much for watching, and stay tuned for more Harrison County Library Systems online computer classes. Thank you.